Good morning, all my friends. How are you doing on this beautiful Sunday? I'm going to try to speak up today. The Angie mic on my camera is a little kind of faint. I've tried to change some settings. It's still not picking up that well. I will try to do my best to speak up. If you can't hear me, please say speak up. I don't mind a bit. If you give me feedback, I love it. It's perfect. Just like you, hopefully you stayed up late watching the DP raid. I don't know, they've had the world's first come in. Woo! And a little bit before, I got up this morning. I got up, I think, about 1 o'clock. And they'd already put in, world first was in there for like a half hour, 45 minutes or something. And so I congratulate everybody that made it, that are still making it. Uh, I want to say thank you for everybody that's participated, be it viewing or playing. It has been a blast. I watched Violet Shade yesterday and the math class and her team and watching them, Leopard and all those people kind of knocking around. Uh, they did pretty good. I don't know where they left off. I crashed out. I went to bed. I was exhausted. And then when I got up this morning, I watched Butters and Zerwig. She is awesome. Butters is awesome. Illuminate, I think, was on the team. She's awesome. A all-star cast, and they did awesome. I really, really respect my clan leader, and not just because he's my clan leader. He tells you how it is. He's an Australian. He's hard nosed a little bit. He reminds me of construction workers I've worked with before. Kind of just telling you how it is, flipping you off when need be, but not taking it, too hard and just in the moment kind of thing, and praising you when it needs praise. So he's a good guy. I like him a lot. And all my clan mates, Cat Girl Gaming, she's awesome. Turned back around from there. Burnt Toast, she's awesome. I've watched some of hers. I've watched Cat Girl and Butters. I think that's all the streamers I've watched out of the Popcorn Clan. But everybody's playing Desert Perpetual Raid. It was awesome. I tried to give out good vibes yesterday. So I don't know if Violet and them finished yesterday. She had to work today. I wish them all the best. And I'm going to be having me some pizza, catching up on some people that, haven't finished yet or going through and teaching already and doing that kind of thing, and some chicken wings. I ask you to join me today. But before we get into that, we want to get into the weekly recap. So, what has happened this week? I had therapy, priority one. So, basically, talked about everything that was going on. Talked about basically how I was doing with streaming, and he's pretty proud of me and all the things I've been able to accomplish and do. He's really turned around and come around to this streaming thing and playing video games and all that kind of stuff. And he was negative on some of it at the beginning, but I tell him all the different things that it cognitive thinking, social, getting over fears and anxieties and stresses, and all the good streaming does me. I want to thank Bungie and Amazon, or Twitch. It's Amazon. And Bungie, Sony, so I want to thank Sony out there too. And great thing they got going on. Great thing. I mentioned earlier this week another thing kind of going on with it is Bungie's in a rough spot. I mean, they've been in a rough spot for a little while. We all can admit that. And all since the beginning of the layoffs, when they tried to meet numbers, they laid off the wrong people and didn't make the numbers, so they screwed up double. So, management. A couple of bad apples. Well, there's a few bad apples. that needed to go, that was causing a lot of problems at Bungie, harassment, everything else, stealing art, that kind of thing. So they got through that, but now they're at the point now where they're trying to piece it back together. This is a little the Edge of Fate is a great story. It was great. I love the Edge of Fate. It is awesome. It is well done. It is very well done. But they just weren't ready with the portal and not having all the things in the portal that they should have had, and they took a lot of things out and it upset a lot of people, and you were just limited what you can do. And then you had this monster power grind where you had the worst power grind in the history of Destiny, and you had to do it on just a few boards by yourself, and that really set off some people. But Bungie is out there. Dylan, DMG04, a couple of the other community managers, all the management there, they've had turnarounds, they've had shake up. They're going through a shake up, is what I figured now. And they are trying to get back on course. They are trying to get on back on course. And hopefully, the guy that's Pete Peterson or Parsons is gone. And hopefully, the guys that are grouping together, kind of running the show now, realize that Sony is an asset. Pull from their resources into Bungie. Now, don't let, well, you're going to have to let, but try not to let, or try not to be too confrontational when Sony wants to pull people out into Sony. Try to get people to come and work on Sony in their own locations. It may be Japan, it may be Korea, well, not Korea. Well, it may be um, North America somewhere. It may be, in Europe, doing different things, and let them bring their Sony people in and help out quality control, quality control, quality control. The story is awesome. And, some extra help with that is always good. So let them run with the story, let them run with the graphics, help them, get all these portals, all these all these boards updated so they can put them in the portal with all the new stuff and the new software to work with the portal profile and all that kind of stuff. So let them do that. But during this transition, this is what this is, a transition. Bungie needs our support. Think it not just yourself, yeah, you've you've put 10 years of your life into this. You love this game. You put thousands of dollars into this. You know, you hate to see it all get flushed. Well, guys, they're trying their best. As long as they got people playing, people loving the game, which they do, they're gonna have people working on the game. So the key thing is to remember that your goal and their goal is to make some money and make a good product, and your goal is to not spend so much money and have a good game to play. Well, there's a compromise there, and realize we're gonna have to pay decent money to play a good game. It's just one of those facts. And the thing is, look at it like this. I put it this way. You've been playing for 10 years. I started Destiny 10 years ago. And I loved it. I didn't know nothing about dungeons or raids or none of that. I just played the board. Me and my brother-in-law, we played game night on Monday nights together. Rated G. We go through, play Destiny 2, and we have a good time. When we were playing Destiny 1, we were trying to do our thing, trying to figure it out. Just two lone souls, without a clue in the world, just having a good time. And basically, train of thought just jumped the tracks and run down the hill. Bungie, your time, that 11 years you put into that, you spent $3,000. Well, you got 3,000 hours of playtime out of it in 10 years. You played for 3,000 hours and you spent $3,000 on DLCs and ornaments and sparrows and ships. And I know I've spent, $400 or $500 myself just in DLC. I don't know, I got $1,500 in it, probably just me. I bought my brother-in-law some stuff for Christmas so we could play together. So I got some money invested too. So, but I figure if I got 3,000 hours playtime out of it, when I spent $3,000, that's an hour or dollar an hour playtime. That is hardly nothing. That is hardly nothing. You can't go to the park, put money in the truck, pack you a lunch, and go over there and run around the park for that kind of money. And you just get the swing sets and all that. This, you got destiny. You got your buddies. You got buddies from all over the world. You got stuff happening, guns and Outbreak Perfected and Strand, and you got all this cool stuff going on, and you don't even have to leave your house. So it's a good deal. It really is a good deal. So you shouldn't be so upset with it. It's going to cost a little bit of money. Things are going up. Prices are going up. It's a given thing. So either the software packages get smaller or the price gets bigger. So I'm willing to pay a bigger price for more the nice little set of DLC. I'd be happy to do that. Happy to do that. So think about how much time you put into it, because it's cheaper going to the bar. I tell you what, I was a dance club kind of bar hound, howling at the moon in my 20s, and this is a lot cheaper, a lot cheaper. So you and your buddy can sit down, hang out, pop a beer, pop a drink, a pop, and sit there, and your girlfriend and you, or your partner and you, significant other, your friends can all kind of clamor around and have a good time. And it is what you make it. And if you're gonna have a bad attitude and you get a shit all over fucking everything, excuse my language, this is G-rated. Somebody censor that. Then it's gonna be bad. So it's attitude, and don't spoil it for everybody else being just a poopy head and screwing things up for everybody else. If you don't want to play, fine. Don't make it an awful for everybody else, unless you're just a horrible person who wants to make it awful. Nobody wants to hear it. Now, if something's not right, I want some constructive criticism seen out there. I got some ideas. Other people got ideas. Be respectful. Tell Bungie they're out there listening. They're trying to do better. They're trying to make more iterations of the game. Say, hey, this doesn't work. Have you thought about trying this or this or this? And give them solutions. Give them your ideas. Make it clip, short and to the point. The rally flags don't work. I have to go back to orbit. What do you think that's the reason for that is? I have no idea. Put it in there. So there's things to be done properly. Be positive. Nobody wants to hear that negative. Bungie ain't getting off the hook. Nobody's gonna let Bungie off the hook. They're gonna be held accountable for everything they've done up to this point, and they're trying to make amends, but don't punish them their whole life. Bungie has been through some hell with this community. There's been death threats. There's been all kinds of horrible things the community's done to Bungie just because it couldn't get its way. So that is childish, just stupid. It is illegal. And those people need to be prosecuted and sent to jail for threats of harm. And that's what it is. So, don't go there. Don't go there. Be positive. You'll see Bungie respond positively. So it's a good thing. So I went into that. That's very important this week. Other than that, I had a contractor out here. The contractor that did the 13.5K worth of work, the floors, all the plumbing, these new cabinets, those new cabinets. Replaced all the floor, all the plumbing, the faucet in the sink, all the bathroom, the shower, the toilet, uh, the little kit or bathroom sink and cabinet, shower. Did all that. Fixed the steps outside. Put a new water heater in. What else did he do? Fixed the porch. Put a 4x4 up to prop up the porch roof. Did that. Fixed the back steps. Did all kinds of stuff around here. And there's in the bathroom. There's the shower head was leaking, and it had been leaking for a while. And I asked him about it a couple times. Was when I seen water up underneath the trailer or mobile home. And he said, "Oh, that's nothing. It's just standing water." So this last time, I seen water dripping out of when he taped it all up, taped up the underpinning, and I tore it all out. I got my head up in there and I tracked it all the way down to the bathroom, and I said, "Look, there it is." So he fixed that, and there's another little leak, but there's a little bit of mold. And the people would advise me, say, "Hey, get him to take care of that," that kind of thing. And I tried, and he says, "Why don't you just take some uh, bleach, half a cup, and mix it up with your spray bottle, and spray it down and wipe it all down and do all that and take care of your problem." So legally, he didn't want to get into the mold and be responsible for it, even though directly he was responsible for it. So I did that. I cleaned it all up, and he finished. He took the manifold apart the other day and put it all back together, and the leak stopped. And I got the mold cleaned up. I'm waiting for a bottle of some type of killer for sure. It's all dead stuff on it. Then I can put the bedroom back together. So that's that. Other than that, that was the highlights of the week. Big Bungee week, DP, Desert Perpetual Raid. Big times, big times, big times. Everybody's excited. Once they got in there and they started changing, they started seeing the changes, and the excitement rose, and it was more complicated, and people got stuck on it again, and then they got frustrated, and then they were figured things out, and they got happy, and it's just this roller coaster of emotions. So it was fun to watch. A little bit of drama for Destiny on the good side of things. Streamers getting frustrated, and but from what I can tell, they all had a glorious time. It wasn't all the problems for the most part, as far as I can see. I haven't seen everything, but a lot of the problems got fixed. It was looked professional. It looked like the way it should have been. They did a great job. Bungie did a great job. Thank you, Bungie, for the entertainment. Thank you. So, with that, streamers got to be realized. We talked about people, and they're spending $3,000 on 3,000 hours worth of playtime. Turns out to be about $1 an hour. So your ROI, return of investment, has been very, very good. Very good. If you're a player, you put your time in, you spent time with your buddies, buddies, all your buddies, and hung out and did your thing. It was well worth the investment. And if you didn't get your investment out of it, you got a busy life. You got a busy life. So, with that, the streamers. Now, the streamers, the ones out there, they're leading this bandwagon of attitude. Right out there, out in front, they're the ones saying, "Oh, whoa, this is broken. Oh, Bungie's gonna go bankrupt. Oh, it's the most horrible thing ever. I can't believe they did this." And they're just souring thousands and tens of thousands of people's attitudes. Speak your mind, speak your heart. Don't be a poopy head. Say what you gotta say, but then come up with solutions. Butters is great. I got a lot of respect for Butters, and I said that earlier. He'll go through and say, "Well, I really don't like this," and he's an Australian, and that doesn't work, and that does. Why did they do that? And he'll go like that. Then he'll say, "Why don't they do it like this? And why don't they do that like this?" I think he was an engineer or a technician or something like that in his previous life before he got into streaming, and he's got that right mentality, and that's why I click with him. I really like him because he's got that engineering mentality. All this is all poopied up. Why don't we do this to fix it? How about this to fix it? How about this to fix it? Why don't they just do this to fix it? Beautiful, beautiful. Don't sour your whole audience and make them hate the game you play the most and the only game like it out there where it brings in tons and tons of people all the time. Destiny is a beautiful game. It's done very well. I wish they'd bring the other stuff back to it, but you get the engines and you get the software, and they got to put a lot of manpower in it. They can do it, but it's going to cost money. And I don't know if they have the resources to spend that money to bring the 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 old raids and stuff back. The old DLC would be nice. I would say Sony invest the money, bring this to the next generation of the engine, graphics engine, update it, turn it into like D1, D1, D2, and then start spending the money for D3. Because you get, what is it, uh, Destiny Rising, and it is done fabulous. There is a large, super large group of people out there that love Destiny are willing to invest and spend their money, even in a crappy economy, to get into Destiny. They're willing to spend their money, spend millions and millions together as a whole. And that's saying something. That's buying power. That should tell people this is a winning strategy if you have the right implementation of it, the right storytelling, which they seem like the lady that's doing it now, she's very good. I forget her name. I'm so sorry. And she talked about going on vacation. She did a fabulous job, and they really need to tune this into the future. You know, get rid of these legacy consoles. They're doing away with them next year. They should already have a D3 out there ready to rock and roll with PS5 or 6, PlayStation 6, Xbox 1 billion, and just have them out there ready to rock and roll. Lock it in. So they would make tons of money. They'd win back a lot of people that get soured off of it. I think there's still a lot of money to make in Destiny 2 with just all the content they can reappraise and bring back up to the latest engine. I think they get a lot of money there. So these streamers that are souring all these people is just not right. You can say what you want to say, and you'll sour and you can rage bait your people, but when they turn away from the game that you want to play that's making the money that's coming up with a new thing, if it doesn't matter, about reputation and all that kind of stuff, you have to turn around on what you said, then it is important to keep this. And Bungie deserves. I'm gonna say this: Bungie deserves some respect. They just flat out they have put food on the table of many streamers for a low input cost. You bought the game and turn back around from there. You bought your streaming equipment. You could stream other things, but your streaming equipment and your internet connection, and you're making thousands, tens of thousands of dollars streaming Destiny 2 especially. And a lot of those streamers have gone. They're not there anymore. And you got some of the old school still there out there making money, doing the big streams when they're online, streaming Destiny. So, you know, think about it. You're killing the what is that? The golden egg. You're killing the golden egg, the golden goose that laid the golden egg. You're killing the goose because you want to just rage bait. It's asinine. It's stupid. So give the respect that you would want. As a streamer, you don't want Destiny sitting there bashing you, Bungie bashing you, discrediting you all the time. Oh, you did this, you did that, you used a bunch of cheese. We get all the records and all the data and everything here on file on you. You don't think? Destiny or Bungie deserves some respect. Give them the respect. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to play it. But they put food in your mouth, and your kids' mouth, and your partner's mouth, and they paid the rent, paid the electric bill. Give them some respect. That's my rant for today. And the Desert Perpetual is awesome. Is anybody ready to cook? Is anybody ready to cook? My sister-in-law gave me this for Christmas, and I am losing a little bit of weight, but it's not fitting right yet. And I'm thinking about getting a new one, so we'll have to see about finding a good long one that fits. But I cannot belittle a good woman's heart for making this for me and my brother-in-law James. We got game night on Monday nights, rated G. We went into the censorship here a little bit on this rated G show. But she made this for me, and she made him one. I don't know if she made my sister one. She may have. And our love for Star Wars and sci-fi and everything else goes through the family. Hence the reason why we love playing Halo and Gears of War and everything else. We're doing a little variety in the future. And when new games and new stuff comes out, and that game night on Monday night starts at about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and goes to about 10 o'clock midnight, depending on what's going on, that kind of thing. There's kids running around over at my brother-in-law's house, my sister's house, and they'll pop in every once in a while, so that's why it's going to stay rated G. They'll pop in here. That's why it's going to stay rated G. And, going to look out for the kids. Look out for people on YouTube and on Twitch. Post this out there. We're going to play Destiny 2 on Monday night. We're going to go around and do the final shape, go through and get some of that DLC done. It's a huge DLC, well worth the money, well worth the money. And we're going to have a good time. And we're just going to chill. Some of the mods or VIPs may get in there and play and do that kind of thing. That's where we play with them. Because you get the kids to jump on the mic. Hey, Uncle Elder, what are you doing? Oh, your guy looks awesome. I love your spaceship and your sparrow. Yes, I love it too. So we just gotta look out for them. They'll sit on my brother-in-law's shoulder or sit beside him and read his phone as he's playing on the Xbox. And it's family night. Game night with family and friends. So if you want to have a good time, relax. There's a little drama sometimes. Sometimes people's little hearts get hurt. and people get a little upset, but that's teenagers and preteens and parents, trying to love their kids but do the right thing. They do a great job. My sister and my brother-in-law do a great job. My little niece got ADHD, and she suffers from it tremendously. I mean, she's really struggled with it. I mean, put my brother-in-law and my sister to the edge. They're like, oh, we don't know what to do. And I watch some great streamers like Violet Shade or Ilsa or Sad Queen and some others, and they talk about their ADHD and some of the things they go through and their behaviors and all that kind of stuff. And I take that and they do the things that they do. I explain it to my sister, and they'll say, yeah, nah, yeah. Well, Ilsa, my little Madeline, my little niece, loves video games. I think she likes streaming. She's a big ham. And turn back around from there, she's always trying to jump on the mic or on the keyboard, always. So, she loves computers. She's terrific at computers, just glorious. And she suffers a little Asperger's, a little autism, just a touch. And I don't want her to. And those streamers, give me example. For example, Ilsa did her cooking show. She was doing cooking shows, and I love that. So she plays Destiny and variety games, and I love that. So she's got a great personality. She's awesome, and she was playing 8-bit video game music, and she was like, da, 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 da. I was like, I recognize that one, not that one, and she was just kind of da da, and she's that intellect she has, that intelligence. Part of her mind's going to be doing something, and another part of her mind's be doing something. She'll be working with her hands. It's a sign of a high intelligence. All of them, all three of those that I mentioned. And basically, I got talked to my sister after stream one day. I said, I think, do you have Spotify? Or actually, she had Spotify. She said yes. And I told her about Ilsa and her music, and she says, I said, you can do it when she's studying, when she's doing her homework and different stuff like that. That's a great idea, Eldon. That is wonderful. So I said, I told her the people. I sent her the web links because they watch me stream. So I sent them the links to them, and I saw like these people are great, down to earth, realistic people. And I said she plays that 8-bit music and she loves it. She jams out to it. It's no singing. I know singing gets to me sometimes. It really distracts me because I see things in an image. And when a song tells a story, I get way distracted. But if it's just orchestra or music or something like that, it just pops in my head and I just kind of mellow. I kind of go along and sing my own lyrics in my head, working on whatever I'm working on. So I like it. So people everywhere can teach you something if you're willing to learn. Everybody's got something to teach you. You know, you can learn so much from people just by listening to what they have to say. They speak their hearts, and you can do so much with that knowledge and making your own life better and making the people you life love their lives better. And that's what I try to do. So, tis what it is. So, rated G because of the kitties. Alright. We are doing Pizza Hut. A little closer. Original pan pizza. We're going to make the sauce first. We're going to make us some buffalo. We're going to make us with some buttery buffalo wings in the Ninja Foodie. But it says here, says we need 1 1/3 cup of warm water. All right. 1/4 cup of non-fat dry milk powder. Okay, we got that. Dry milk powder. I've been using it in my coffee. I got a problem with vitamin D, too much of it for some reason. I gotta be careful. Half a teaspoon of salt. Salt's over there. 4 cups of flour. There, should be pretty close. Finish off that bag. We'll throw that bag away. It's been out for a while. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sugar is over there with a coffee pot. 1 package of dry yeast. Here it is over here. It says yeast. 3/4 of a teaspoon equals 1 packet. When I was making a whole bunch of bread, I needed to know that. And my little buddy Duke was sick, and Grandma for little Duke being my mom, made him some meals so he'd feel better. His little belly was hurting him. And she's like, I'll make him some meals, he'll eat that. She made him some meals, and he loved it, he ate it, and we cuddled, and he got better. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 9 ounces of vegetable oil, 3 ounces per pan. That reads ounces. We're gonna need that, so we got a lot of measuring to do. There's a little speck on my thing. We'll do this. Put the sauce in there and all the stuff with the sauce. Right here. Butter flavored cooking spray. The sauce, 1 can 8-ounce size tomato sauce. I think this is 12. 15 will be good. I like tomato sauce on my pizza. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. Half a teaspoon dried margarine. Half a teaspoon dried basil. I like basil. It's down low. I got another one up here, brand new, private selection. And half a teaspoon of garlic salt. Yes, this garlic salt's old, but it, my mom would say, for cooking, I'd want to throw it away, and she'd say, there's nothing in there to go bad. Salt and garlic. What's to go bad? Dried out garlic. So, alright, okay. You win, Mom. Alright, so here's what we got. Put yeast, sugar, salt, and dry milk in a large bowl. Add water. Here's the large bowl. Add water and stir to mix well. Allow to sit for 2 minutes. Add oil, stir again. That'll be the 2 tablespoons. Add flour. Stir until dough forms and flour is absorbed. Turn dough out onto a flat surface. We're going to use this one. Knead for 10 minutes. Man, I'm going to be working it. Divide dough into 3 balls. We're going to use 2 of them today. We'll cook 2 pizzas in the cast iron skillet. and three 9-inch cake pans. We do not have a cake pan nowhere in sight. I have no cake pans. I got pie plates. I got whatever that is. No 9-inch round cake pans. I got none. I don't make cakes. I did get looky there. For the angel food cake. Get goop in it already. Look at that. And I need to read the instructions on this. But angel food cake mix. Just add water. Not, get the yolks out of 12 eggs. And they all got to be room temperature and all this other stuff. Whip it until it's a million times. And see how I turned out when you whip me a million times? So we're just going to use this. We're going to see how it goes. So in three 9-inch cake pans, we're going to put it in the cast iron. We're going to have to babysit it. Put 3 ounces of oil in each, making sure they spread evenly. So we're going to measure our little measure. That's 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Each, using a rolling pin, roll out each dough ball into a 9-inch circle, whatever that is. Place cake in pans. Place in cake pans. Spray the outer edge with dough with cooking spray. Cover with plate. Place in a warm area and allow to rise for 1.5 to 2 hours, or 1 to 1.5 hours. All right. Combine ingredients set for 1 hour. For each 9-inch pizza, preheat oven 475. Done. Spoon 1/3 a cup of sauce on each dough. Oh, we're gonna have plenty of sauce, baby. And spread within 1 inch of edge. Spread to the edge. I like it on the edge. We want that buttery crust. Distribute 1.5 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese. It's in the fridge. On top of the sauce, placing toppings of your choice on it. Top with 3 ounces of cheese after that. We got a pineapple. I am serious. Fresh pineapple. Left over from one of the projects we did. And these ain't bad. And it's gonna go on pizza today. Yeah. Cook until cheese is bubbling and outer crust is brown. So we can't put the sauce all the way to the edge. We're going to see what color the crust is. Buffalo chicken wings. We're going to take the Ninja Foodie, put a 1/2 cup of water in it. 2 pounds of frozen chicken wings are in the freezer. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're going to use our buffalo sauces from Kinder's. We got buffalo or bourbon peach barbecue. And we got buttery buffalo. Buttery buffalo. So those ought to be good. Pour water in the pot, place wings in cook and crisp basket, And place basket in pot. Assemble the pressure lid, making sure the pressure release valve is in the sealed position. Pardon me. I'd always forget the sealed position. Let's see if I remember this morning. Select pressure and set the high set time to 5 minutes. Select start stop to begin. When pressure cooking is complete, quick release the pressure by turning the pressure release valve into the vent position. Carefully remove the lid when the unit is finished releasing the pressure. Always remember I say, danger, danger, this is danger. Hot steam is dangerous under pressure for boilers and all that kind of stuff. I've had to deal with it. Boilers, hooking up controls to them, programming them, very dangerous, very exciting, and lots of pressure. Pat the wings dry in paper towel and toss with 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in the basket. We're going to put a little all-purpose seasoning on there for Kinder's all-purpose seasoning. We're going to slap some of that on there. It'll be great. It'll be great. And then we're going to put it back in there, shut the crisping lid, set temperature to 390, and set time to 15 minutes. After 7 minutes, open the lid, check them, and make sure they're not burnt. Shake the wings, move them around a little bit so they're not stuck to the bottom of the crisping basket, and that'll do it. So that is a meal to watch the few remaining stragglers fight their way through the desert perpetual raid and make it to the end, root them on, maybe take a cat nap in between, bosses, and have a good time. It's about having a good time. So, enough food for everybody. I'll be eating on this through tomorrow. I'll be eating on it in the middle of the night because I get up in the middle of the night. I got up at 1 o'clock last night. I'm always up in the middle of the night. Okay. So it says get sauce out of jug. Out of can. Now you got all these dry seasonings. It's going to take a little while for them to get hydrated again. So you got to turn back around there, give them a little bit of time. So as we get the pizza together, we're going to get the sauce together first and stick it back in the fridge so it doesn't grow any monsters. Okay. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Oh, don't go in the sauce. Don't go in the sauce. Talk about getting in the sauce. I love herbs. Not those kind of herbs, you people. It's rated G. We're on a G show here. Half a teaspoon of dried marjoram. And it is good to smell these to, wake up your senses and realize what they smell like and make sure they're fresh. These are a little old. I've had these for a little while. Put a little bit more in there because we don't have 8 ounces. We got almost twice that. Half a teaspoon of dried basil. And we're going to mix all these in. Alright, it should take care of all that. Get us a spoon. Mix that around good so it gets distributed. So don't forget, if I understand correctly, if I remember what I've been told, and when you put these seasonings in here, it really does taste like Pizza Hut Pizza's sauce. As seasonings get older and past their expiration date on the container, the flavor gets weaker. This Italian, let me try it. Very good. This sauce has Italian seasoning in it. Cleaned out my refrigerator last night. It says here it has some Italian herbs, or I could have probably, since it's 16 ounces or 15 instead of 8, doubled all the seasoning, but this had some seasoning in it. Alright, so we got that done. What the hell? I'll throw those away. Alright, got the new ones over there. So that's the last of those. Those are pretty old, couple years old. So get them out of here. Alright. It says put yeast. How much yeast? How much yeast? One package of dry yeast, so 3/4. we got the yeast, sugar. How much sugar? 1 tablespoon of sugar. Need to get some more sugar in there. Salt. How much salt? Half a teaspoon of salt. A little less. Doctor says, watch the salt, it'll do. He said, I don't want my feet to swell up like big balloons. He said, watch the salt, it'll do. Your blood pressure. I'm giving you these pills. Okay, doctor. And my feet are swelled up. But my blood pressure's down, so that's good. Dry milk. Woo. Save that for the coffee. I have to get some. I still got to get some milk. I got to do that. How much water? 105 degree, 1 1/3 cup. A little warm. Sit there for a minute so you get ahead on the recipe. How many cups? 4 cups of flour. $113, but it'll be alright. It'll cool. Two minutes. Alright, we got that. Now the oil after this. So other than that, that's been my week. Talked a lot about Destiny and how much It means to me in all the outcry of injustice by everybody is a little overrated. It's just rage baiting. You want to get manipulated, you want to get used and abused, get your temper all up, get you all fired up, get you all pissy, hating the game that you love, that you spent time with your buddies on, you had a good time, you got good memories. Ruin those good memories by somebody rage baiting you. Then I would walk away. No use of fighting the streamer because 30 other people are going to fight you back. Just, it's not the streamer for you. But nobody wants to get manipulated. I sure as hell don't want to get manipulated. I had bosses and customers that manipulate the hell out of me. Drove me crazy, literally. Why would I want to listen to some streamer that's going to manipulate the hell out of me, get me all fired up and hate something that, I loved it once upon a time and ruin all those memories? Why? Why would I do that? Add oil. 2 tablespoons of oil. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them do it to you. I smell the little yeasties. People have poured their hearts and souls into that game, and many of us, I know I have, on trying to get through stuff and trying to figure out stuff and just having a good time. Maybe frustrated as hell, bang our head against the table, but we always came back because we were glutton for punishment and we loved it. All right. Four cups of flour. I guess I'm an older guy. Save my rage for what matters. Like, one of my little animals or one of my little buddies are sick or my parents need help. I could argue with a doctor or a nurse or not argue. I try not to argue. Talk to them, get logical. I spend my energy that way. Not raging over something I do for entertainment. Thought the lid was loose on that for a minute. I was like, oh no. A cheap high. That's the only thing I can think of. When I get all worked up, get all emotional over something. There's when you get older, you realize that there's important things to get upset about, and there's things you just don't get that upset about. Bashing on a company, you can just get your money back and be done with it, or write a positive idea checklist. These are my ideas, and what do you think? And it doesn't say to do that. All right. All right, we'll find out how bad this is. Time check. Goopy fingers. Come on. This needs some flour. All right, I'm gonna break the rule. 4 minutes to go. All right. 3 balls. You see me spin it? No, I'm not going to spin it. All right. It's a smaller one of the 3. Okay. 3 ounces of oil. I got it everywhere. Find my rolling pin. There it is. Alright, cover that with something for an hour and a half. Alright. Now what are we going to do about this puppy? That's raised up. Okay, can't do that. Told you I spent a minute on painting. Nice and clean, finished. Sorry about the noise. I shouldn't need that. clean up her mess. Nightfire, or Net's wife, good morning. The sound is low. If you try to turn up your phone or whatever, and I'll speak up louder. I'll try it once I get my hands washed. I'll see if I can turn up the mic. Good morning. Okay. Is that any better? I turned up the mic. I'll speak louder for you. I gotta clean up my mess. I made a mess, sis. How are you this morning? How are the little ones? How are the little ones doing? Well, that's awesome. I remember you mentioned she had to go to a friend's house or wanted to bad. So how's my beautiful, wonderful sister doing today? Just woke up. You want some Pizza Hut pizza? We're having Pizza Hut pizza for the Destiny 2 Desert Perpetual raid. And some wings. Are you a little jealous? You can make it too. They're on Discord. You should have most everything in the house. Get it clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Keep it clean. You won't get all sickly. All right. Few dishes. bowl again here. We'll get it back down. Thanks for letting me do dishes, guys. Not being mad at me. Saves me a headache and a stress after stream. Jessica, hello, how are ya? You remember my sister? It's been a while. How are you doing today? Happy to see you. Hope life's treating you well. I understand that. I hope you get some more rest and you get feeling better, Jessica. I understand about rough sleep. That's the Ninja Foodie. It says a half a cup of water. We'll put 3/4 in. Off to the chicken wings we go. Oh, that's cool. Pizzas are wonderful. It's kept me alive for many years. Many years. I love me a good pizza at pizza. Is that enough wings, sis? 4-pounder. station. I only used half of them. That's a big old chunk. Alright. What's going on? It's not so many wings when they shrink down and they all the broth and everything else they filled them up with. It's not so much. High for 5 minutes. That'll take a minute. Cholesterol just jumped up. Definitely, definitely, definitely. With all the vegetable oil I just put in the pans, your cholesterol ought to jumped up. Uh, Wait for this. I don't know. It's you and I played Halo 3. You took me through the legendary. You got a bunch of the skulls, majority of all of them. Uh, just before I moved down here, just before I got sick, you were over at the house. I was thinking, yeah, 18 years ago, 19 years ago, thereof. It's close to it. Or were you at your house? I don't remember. Launch party, they had camera crews. They had people lined all the way up through the other video store. What was that, Hollywood Video or something? All the way through the video store outside. It was a blast. I stood outside for a while, talked to the manager, just kind of hung out and had a good time. I enjoyed it. I was working for an evil boss, evil, and I told him I needed the next day off. And then I played Halo 3 all night long until the sun came up over there in that house I had, and with some buddies out of Florida, and the three of them, the three brothers and me, we played it all night long on Heroic. I think it was Heroic, and it was a blast. And I slept the next day. So I didn't tell the boss, what I was doing that day. I had the day off I took. They wanted it approved of such fun stuff. I was in the middle of a big project and they were pissy. Thanks, Jessica. Yep, they were out there. They were inside the building too, taking pictures of people lined up, all the young people like us, going up through the line, everything else with the legendary, the big Halo helmet and all that, the big old box. That thing was awesome. I gave it to my brother in law. He loves it. I think he gave it some Halloween faces this year. The old Halo helmet. I think I got the. I know I gave it away to my nephew. I gave him my Xbox 360 Star Wars edition. It was like the fourth Xbox 360 I owned, and gave it to him. He didn't have anything that modern, and I gave him a whole sack full of games. I mean, a ton of games to keep him busy. He was so happy. My little nephew Landon, well, he's not so little no more. He's like 6'4", 6'3", and he's like 18. Time goes by fast, Jessica. It goes by so fast. But the helmet I gave to my brother-in-law James, the guy I play, we got a game night with family and friends. The VIPs and the mods play Destiny or whatever we're doing, and James and I go around doing DLC and catching up on Destiny 2. So we have a good time on Monday nights. Rated G, like this show's rated G, for the little nieces that I got running around that come into the show and say hi, Uncle Eldon, and all that kind of stuff. So, got to keep it good for them. Thank you for doing that too, guys. Thank you so much for doing that. My little nieces mean the world to me. I try to do as much as I can for them, sometimes too much, but I still do it. Things thinking about it. I think we're going to outpace the wings today. I think we are. So the wings will need about 12 minutes in the hopper on the air fryer side. So we should be fine. You got to put the sauces on it when they're hot. So we'll take care of that. It's getting there. Eventually it'll get there. So how much longer you got before you got to go pick up Lily, Liza, sis? That's been forever ago, sis. Forever. So when I moved down here, I, have had a long battle with my condition. I really, really, it was really drawn out because of doctors. So every day was agony. I fought it. But I'm here. I made it. I'm cooking on a cooking show. I love it. I love it. Come from that to this. With my peeps, my sister, and my friend. It's wonderful. Perfect. I thought it was broke. The little seal in there, the shaker was stuck way out on it. I thought it broke. So when you got to pick up the little one, sis? Counting down, it hit pressure. Perfect. Noon, okay. We'll get you out of here some chicken wings, ate, and some pizza scarfed down with pineapples on it before you got to get out of here. Thanks for coming in, guys. I really do appreciate it. I do. I really, really do. 2 minutes. Or, 'Cause Jessica, I understand it's been a long. I've got up about 1 o'clock this morning. I've been getting up at about 11 or 1 o'clock in the morning here for last couple weeks, and this morning was a long morning. I got a lot done, but by golly, it was hard on me. And she is a little one. I turn 50 next month in October. The start of next week's October, And to me, she's still a little one. She's still, a little niece. So she's a little one. Danger. Smell like chicken. Ah, wants to be groated up. Oh, I understand. Uncle Eldon won't call her a little one. Don't want to hurt her feelings. Just because I care. Dad would have told me to toughen up some, but I was a young man. Now you see that? From all that big old pile of chicken that was in there, it barely covers the bottom up. Pat dry with paper towel. We skipped that part. Now you have some get some oil on them. Oh, 390. Seven minutes. get back to that in a minute. Pizza's got 47 more minutes to rise. Probably can't hear me over that air fryer. That's what I'm thinking. You didn't catch this before, Liza, but I got some buttery buffalo and some bourbon peach barbecue, guys. Woo! Spicy. Very bold flavors. Very bold. Turning out good. Sit here and do this. Can you hear me now? Popping and snapping in there. Sounds awesome. double that. 12 minutes, not 15. 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2. All right. Let me get some sauce on these. I don't know if you missed it. Can't hear nothing when this thing's running. All right. We got bourbon peach, but I like it a lot. There we go. And we got buttery buffalo. I was thinking Bungie, people that made Destiny, have on their foundation where they do charity foundation, and I try to raise a little bit of money. Mostly donate my own money, which I don't mind. And they were doing hot wings, different levels of hot wings. I could do something like that for charity. Do my own hot wing thing. They are crispy. They are very good. Get those in the picture. Slopping with sauce. See, those aren't so many wings now. They really fake you out, and they put a lot of broth and a lot of the chicken's really saturated with salt water or something, makes them fatty, fatten up, and it's just no fun. All right, are we ready to try this? I need some water. Get some out of the fridge. All right. What are we going to try first? Let's try the bourbon, peach bourbon. Very good. Now this buffalo, they're hotter than Hades too. Winner for Kinder's. Not real on fire. It's got its unique individual buffalo, buttery buffalo taste to it. It's very good. Very good. Those are very good. So I'm very happy with how those turned out. And we get the pizza. We can check on the pizza. I don't know. It looks like it could be done. Let's do some prep work. Those are good. All right. We need to whop and chop a pineapple. Yes, I like pineapple on my pizza. For all the haters out there, stop hating. Stop the hate. Cut up the little edible sizes. They don't shrink too much. So what kind of stuff do you guys like on your pizza? Pineapple is awesome, Jessica. What kind of stuff do you like on your pizzas? Let's say if you're ordering a Pizza Hut pan pizza. See, what I like on pineapple Hawaiian pizza is ham, pineapples, a little bit of cinnamon. About does it for me. Ah, barbecue sauce. Yes, very good. Nice choice, Jessica. Nice choice. My sister's probably wrestling my niece. My niece is probably hog-tied her to the table. Ah, one of them veggie special pizzas. Mom likes those too, sis. Or the artesian pizzas. You go to Athens and get a pizza just like that. Did you used to get pizzas when you lived in Athens like that over there by OU? Or you're a broke college girl? You lived over there, then you went to school remotely. That's right. When you lived over there, did you get pizza like that? I forget the name of the place Mom took Dad and me to. We picked up a pizza and we had to wait forever. Mom was so excited, so happy to get that pizza. She was so happy. Dad's into making Mom happy because when Mom's not happy, Dad's not happy. You should see him now. Somebody gives Mom a hard time, Dad's on the guard pit bull duty. Not putting up. You're not treating my wife that way. I'm sure James does the same for you, doesn't he? Goodfellas, that's the name of the place. Mom loves that place. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, sis. Pizza. When I was working second shift, taking care of the West Coast, I ate my weight in Hawaiian pizza because I took care of Hawaii. And it was, I got Donato's all the time. Very good pizza. Very good pizza. The garlic bread is just a couple buns with cheese on it, but I liked it too. I ate a ton of that stuff. Alright. Made a mess. Alright. What else we got, guys? We're gonna put some pepperoni on this thing. Pepperoni. See that? I got the monster $8, $9 pepperoni from Kroger. We may need that. We may need more cheese. More cheese. I don't think I rolled my pizza crust out far enough, but you know, said 9-inch pan, and you had. That's what I had. So next time I have to be prepared. I suppose I can do that showing you. Cheese. All right. We can move this over here. All right. That's what we got, guys. That's how it turned out. That's what we got. All right. I should have rolled it out more. We're going to see how this little puppy goes. That smells good. It smells so good. Nice and thick. Alright, we're going to need that again. Need to put the chicken in the fridge. Alright. So with that, a little bit of cheese, it said. Now, put some pineapples on there. There's a lot of pineapple. Alright. Should have probably put the pepperoni on first, but oh well. And some more cheese. go for 13 minutes. Those wings are good. I'm gonna enjoy that later on as a little snack. Pick one of those up with my pizza. Let's make the next one. Busy, busy, busy over here. Oh, I forgot to spray the crust. Very good sauce. Very strong. That is hot from sitting on the stove. Now we need some more cheese. A little much on the cheese. All right. Pardon me, I'm sorry. We got dough all over the house. All right, that looks interesting. Very greasy. I did not do that to the other one. Smell like popcorn butter. Heavy. Well, guys, it's a pizza. Lots of cheese, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Lots of cheese. Well, that kind of worked. Woo! It's been a long day's night and I've been working like a dog. It's been a long day's night. Ooh, it's warm in here. Uh, this is a good time today. This is good food. Sorry, I haven't talked much. I tried not to talk about certain things too much. I talked a lot about Destiny at the beginning, kind of worn me out. I do love Destiny. I love Bungie. I told Bungie that. So that's the first one. It is hot. It has been in a 475-degree oven. I'll cut it up here. It's hot. Crunchy, very good. Take a little corner piece here. Here we go, guys. Perfect on the bottom. Could have gone another couple minutes. But that is good pizza. I would love to send some over or have you come over. I'd love to send some over or have you come over, Jessica. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Long, long time. I see you on the big internet. And that's a good pizza to split up between the two of us. That's okay, Dan. We got the VOD you can check out. We're just about wrapping it up, but it is always, always good to have you, Jessica, my sister, everybody. So I hope you've had a good morning, sir. Jessica's been keeping me out of trouble, and my sister's been smacking me around. 2 minutes, guys. I hear the bubbling and popping and sizzling of hot oil, hot vegetable oil. Within the 2 minute mark, it says 1 minute on there, means it's going through a minute to get to that minute. And let it sit in there the whole 13 minutes. Lucky number 13 for me. 13's always been lucky. I was in the 5th or 6th grade, and I made this invention. I didn't know anything about city life or anything. And I was out in the country, and I made this invention where I had a mailbox and a skateboard on in the mailbox, or a roller skate that would go underground and go up to the other side and deliver mail for disabled people. And I got voted on the best idea. This is for one of those magazines, for the kid magazines. In the class, the prettiest girl in school, Susie Walker. She was a fireball. She was awesome. And turned back around from there. They all voted me. You're supposed to hold your head down. I snuck a peek and see who voted for me. It was on Friday the 13th. Voted the most likely to be the most successful in life. I was pretty successful for a while. That looks better. So the cheese got away. That's why you keep it an inch from the sides and fall off. Make the best in your pan. Easy cleanup. Easy clean. I like easy cleanup. There's the other one. Guys, I want to thank all of you for coming in today. Even late, you're fine. You're here. There wasn't a whole bunch of laughter and carrying on. Everybody's kind of dragging a little bit and kind of got their own thing going on, which I don't mind. I was dragging too. It was a long night for me. I got a lot done, but I got wore out. So, anyway, we made the best of it. We made some awesome pizza, some chicken wings, two different kinds, and it all tastes fabulous. It is all good. You got to try these recipes. Check them out in Discord. Check them out. They are wonderful. Um, I'll be online tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. regular time, and doing a thing, doing a little Destiny, playing around. I'm thinking about taking my Titan through the story of the Edge of Fate. That's what's on me because I want to get the exotic and I want to relive the story a little bit. So it's going to be a prolonged, probably all week kind of affair. So it's going to be fun. I'll enjoy it. And after that, dun, 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 for Monday night is game night with family and friends. If you can make it, I understand. It starts at 8 p.m. So I'm going to have a show at 7 a.m. to about 10 or 11. And I'll have another show at 8 to about 10 or 11. And in that, my brother-in-law and I will play the final shape, running around. There's so much fun to do in that DLC. So many things to get prismatic and all the different stuff, and get the class item that's prismatic. I got to remember it, and it's so much fun. So we got so much to do. Months of playtime. Well, maybe not that long, but quite a bit of playtime. So we're gonna enjoy it. My nieces may stop by and say hi, or one may stop by and say hi. So it's rated G, like today was rated G. Everybody did fabulous. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. The internet can be an awful place sometimes, and I want this to be a nice, safe place for everybody. So they got their mothers or their fathers with them. My niece, so she's safe, but I don't want nobody doing anything. The mods got the bean hammer out, slamming it down awfully hard. So if you don't want to get bashed, don't misbehave. So with that, it's rated G Monday night. It's a good time. We talk, we laugh. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more spontaneous, relax a little bit, and just have some fun. So please join us if you can. If not, I'll be back Thursday for a regular show at 7 a.m. So if you check the Twitch account where it says schedules, all my schedules are in there except for Monday night game night. And that may change in the future, but that's still up in the air. We're going to see how that goes. So when I find out more about it, I'll let you know. Guys, have a beautiful Sunday. I'm hearing on my phone people are popping online. They're going to finish that Desert Perpetual raid. If you don't have the ingredients to make you a pizza or some chicken wings like I did this morning, pick up that phone, order you some pie, have a good time, relax. It's Sunday. And then later on, get into the Sunday chores, get it, the things you got to get done, take care of mowing the grass or taking care of the house. Make your week easier for you. A little food prep, a little prep on things. I used to love barbecuing out. I'd barbecue some pork chops, some steaks, some kielbasa, all out on the grill. This big old grill full of meat, and I throw it in the freezer. And when I get home from work, working 12 or whatever, working side jobs or whatever I was doing, I throw it in the microwave and gnaw down on some good grub. So that meal prep a little bit beforehand is great for when you're super, super busy. You gotta eat healthy. I love you guys, all you guys. Madeline, hello, Madeline. I love you the mostest out of everybody here. The mostest. The most. You love me, I love you more, and you love me the most. That's how that goes. So how are you doing today, Madeline? How are you doing today? I cooked some pizza. I made pizza. I made pizza and some chicken wings. Oh, I love you. I love you. Can't wait to see you again for the holidays. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, a month away or so, a little bit more than a month. I get to see you. Play some video games, hang out. Me give your dad and mom a hard time. Well, like I was saying, there's people starting up the Desert Perpetual raid. I'm going to watch some of that. I think Violet Shade's going to start hers up again. And she was hollering and cussing a little bit yesterday, going off the handle a little bit of drama. Then she was happy. So she's happy with the whole thing, very happy to do it. She had to work today. So everybody made arrangements to make it happen. Support Bungie. Support your local streamer, or not your local. Support your streamer. You know, hang out in their chat, talk to them. You know, encourage them. You love Destiny. I love Destiny, and we'll make things happen. What? I'm talking about video games. There's a video game on. There's people playing a video game I want to watch and play video games. Kind of like how you watch you and your dad, or your dad and me play video games. I'm going to watch somebody else play video games. My favorite video game of all time, Destiny 2. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see ya.